Why do we need to whittle our waist? During this video, I'm going to walk you through the real reasons why we need to reduce excess pounds around our midsection. If you would like to receive more health and fitness tips, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. So many of us are after the six-pack, or at least we once were after the six-pack, and now we would just settle for reducing the excess weight that we are retaining or gaining around our midsection. There are a plethora of reasons for this happening when we hit our 40s and into our 50s, but aesthetics, so, the way that we look and how we're feeling in our tight jeans, etc., is not necessarily the reason that we should be wanting to drop these pounds. The truth is, we should be more concerned with what will happen if we retain this weight around our midsection in our 40s. Excess tummy fat is not good for us. It can lead to diabetes, cardiovascular disease, certain cancers, and so it's not just about the way we look anymore. We've got more important things to worry about. Yes, if we're working and exercising to reduce the excess fat around our midsection, this is going to help us to look a different way. But the thing that we should be focusing on predominantly is our health. If our stress levels are elevated, this means that the hormone in our body called cortisol, the stress hormone, is also elevated, which means that the body is automatically going to start storing fat as a protective mechanism around your midsection. If the stress levels are high, then we're in that constant fight or flight mode, then the cortisol levels stay high, and this leads to inflammation in the body. These higher cortisol levels mean that the body is resistant to letting go of those pounds that it is storing around your midsection. Your body thinks it's starving. It's in that fight or flight mode, and it's doing its best to protect you. You may not like the results, but that is what your body is doing. And so we need to be really mindful of our stress levels if the midsection is a trouble spot for us. The more visceral fat that we have, so the fat that is around our internal organs, the more inflammation we are going to have in the body. And it's a vicious circle because fat itself produces cortisol. So it's raising our stress levels anyway. And visceral fat is associated with cardiovascular disease and diabetes. So we want to do our very best to find a strategy to whittle our waist and reduce the additional pounds that we may have found have started to creep on in our late 30s, 40s, and 50s. But of course, we can't spot reduce fat, so we need to think about exercising in such a way that's going to reduce our overall body weight. We need to think of strategies to help us whittle our waist, to reduce this visceral fat, to ensure that we are putting ourselves in the best place possible in terms of our health. But of course, we can't spot reduce fat in one area. So we have to think about the types of exercise we can be doing to reduce our overall body weight. Things like cardio exercise, but also strength training to ensure that it's increasing our muscle mass, which in turn increases our metabolism and helps us to burn off those calories. We need to eat healthily. We need to eat more plants, lean protein, and healthy fats. We don't want our body to think we're starving it. Otherwise, it has a counterproductive effect and it starts to retain the weight around the midsection to protect us. So portion sizes are obviously important. We don't want to be eating too much, but neither do we want to be eating too little. And of course, things like avoiding sugary drinks. We need to be making sure that we're sleeping for 7 to 8 hours a night and reducing our stress levels where we can. So many reasons to ensure that we are whittling our waist and keeping the weight down around the midsection, and plenty of strategies for us to do that. And it is not all about getting a six-pack. If you found this video helpful, please share it with a friend, like and comment below, and subscribe to my channel to see more videos with tips for your health and fitness.